Today we are talking about linear inequalities. Please take out pencil and paper so that you can write down these notes. All right, so first of all, understand something. This is a very short unit. Our test is going to be on the 22nd of October. Here is what that looks like. On our class information document, I want you to see exactly where we are and where we got to go. All right, so this is Unit 3. We're going to test on the 22nd of October. On a calendar, that gives us the rest of this week, and then a few days when we come back from the break. So look, here we are right here today. We got that PSAT test tomorrow, so I'll see you for a little while. And then we have Thursday, Friday. We go on fall break next week, so we won't be in school. When we come back, this is when the test is supposed to be. All right? So we got 4 days, 5 days max to get this entire unit. Now, what we are covering in this unit are found right here on the outcomes. Determining solutions of two variable inequalities, graphing the solutions, make sure we know about the shaded region. We have a reinforcement day, and then we move into systems of inequalities when we come back. I'm going to try to get to that by Friday, to be honest with y'all. And then we come back and review. It's a 10-day unit. Day 9 we are reviewing. Day 10 we're testing. So don't play around. It's not a difficult unit, and it's not hard to understand. All right. Y'all can go have your conversation in the hallway, but you will not have that conversation while I'm talking. All right. So this is linear inequalities. We're analyzing linear inequalities. Let's get started. All right. Click review and end it, and I'm going to give it to you again. All right, here we go. Unit 3, linear inequalities.
Hey, I can't even hear her. Can you be quiet, please? I'm letting you go teach.
Thank you, because I asked them more than one time. All right, so these have a form of y is greater than or equal to mx plus b. This inequality symbol can change to be less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. The other form that you'll see is ax plus by is less than c. This inequality symbol again can change. Because this is x and y, y'all need to understand that we're graphing on the coordinate plane. Now, about the shading and how the lines look. If you have a solid line, then that means that the inequality was points that are included on this line, and those points will work as solutions. So with the solid line, if this point right here is 1, 7, and let's say that this point is 3, 5, those ordered pairs are solutions. So when the line is solid, try it now, the values or ordered pairs, the solutions that are on the line are also included as a part of the solution. So the solid line is used for inequalities that say less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Or equal to means that you need to have a solid line because those values are included. It's on there? Okay. Any questions on that part? Alright, the dotted line. You're going to have a dotted line when the ordered pairs that are on the line are not included. So if this is 6, negative 4, and let's say that this is 10, 2, we're going to plot those points, but we're going to understand that those points are not on the, those points are not a part of the solution set. Alright, so dotted line. The ordered pairs on the line are not solutions. And those inequality symbols are less than or greater than. Uh-huh. Say that again? They're not solutions because they won't satisfy the inequality. Because it has to be less than a number, or it has to be greater than a number. It cannot be that number. So if I say you need to make greater than an 80, greater than an 81, if I say you need to make greater than an 81, making an 81 does not work. It's got to be greater than an 81. You can make an 81.2, but not an 81. That's why you can make an 81.1, but not an 81. Good question. Oh. Alright. How do we shade above and below? That's the last part. If y is greater than, or if y is greater than or equal to, then we are going to shade above the line. If y is less than, or y is less than or equal to, then we're going to shade below the line. Did I say that wrong? Let me say that again. If y is greater than or greater than or equal to, you shade above. If y is less than or equal to, you shade below. Now, I think the most difficult part of this unit today and with the assignments that we have to do has been graphing the order pairs. Something we've been doing since middle school. But we need to practice on it. And if you got it, good. If you don't have it, we need to make sure you know how to graph those order pairs today. So, the last piece of notes that we need to write is about Desmos and what we type into Desmos. Please pay attention to this. Alright. Desmos input. What's going on? I'm so glad you asked. What is going on? Desmos input. Here we go. So, you get an inequality. The first thing you do is go to Desmos graphing calculator. Number 1, enter the inequality the way you see it. So, enter the inequality. If the inequality is 6x plus 4y is greater than or equal to 20, you can put that in Desmos, just like that. It will graph the line for you. Huh? I don't know what you said. This is notes. Oh, okay. I'll give you a little video review and tell you what you put on your notes. That helps, doesn't it? Alright, enter the inequality in Desmos. So this is what you'll type. Now, The second part is to enter the equation for the inequality. So, unfortunately, this will not show you the table of values if the inequality is in standard form. Alright, so you can enter this equation, and I just realized that entering this equation will not get you what you need. The equation has to look like y is greater than, let's say, like 2x minus 5. Then you can type it in as y equals 2x minus 5. These will not show you the table, will not show table of values. You'll have to cursor along the line, like a nurse looking for a good vein. Cursor along the line. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about for this right here. Cursor along the line, because it will not show the table. When I go to Desmos, let me give y'all time to write this in 5. Give you time to write it in 4. Give you time to write it in 3. 2. Alright, I'm going to come back to it. Alright, so in Desmos on the graphing calculator, I'm going to type in 6x plus 4y is greater than or equal to 20. And I'll show you on the screen in a minute. Alright, so here's the equation. 6x plus 4y is greater than or equal to 20. This is the line. In order to, I like to say, pretend like you're a nurse looking for some good veins. This is the vein, and we're looking for a real good vessel. The vessel is a clear integer that we can graph. So like this dot that's already on here is showing us that that's a clear point, if I can find it. Right there, 0, 5 is an order pair that we can graph. And if I just keep along that line, I'll find another point. What about this one? 2, 2 is a point that we can graph. Then you keep going because you're looking for clean points along the line. Here's another one. Nope. Up. I don't think I'm going to find it. 3. Okay, so look. If I come over here, I'm going to type in is 3, 0 a point on the line. Hey Siri, is 3, 0 a point on this line? The answer is no, because it's off of the line. This might be a point right here. What about 4, -1? I'm going to see if 4, -1 is a point on the line. So I come over, type in 4, -1. It labeled it. I think that's a good one. Alright, so 4, -1 is on the line, and then 0, 5. And so you would plot those points. Now, what I'm showing you on this other one, real quick, this equation right here, this one, you type it in like that, and then you put the equal sign on the second equation. The third step is to get to the settings for the table. So go to the settings for the table of values and deselect the second equation. Deselect the second equation. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. And that's the last of the notes, y'all. Alright, so we're going to enter the inequality. We're going to enter the equation. We're going to select the table, and we're going to deselect the equation. That's 4 things. Moving to the graph in 5. Moving to the graph in 4. Repeat what we're going to do. We're going to type this in for equation number 1. We're going to type this in for equation number 2. We're then going to go and get the settings for this equation, And we're going to deselect that second equation because we want the table, but we only care about the inequality, not the table. I hope that makes sense to you. We're going to do it now. All right, coming over to Desmos. What is the equation? Y is greater than or equal to 2x minus 5. Y is greater than or equal to, ooh, look at that Y. I don't think that one's going to work. It cannot be a capital Y. Desmos going to look at me like, what? All right, so Y is greater than 2x minus 5. 2x minus 5. All right, now, shortcut, because I like to save time. I'm going to highlight it, Control C, go down here, Control V, change that inequality symbol to an equal sign. Grab the table. I have the table of values. I can see some nice clean points. Deselect. Let me come over so y'all can see. Well, I was trying to move it over. That didn't work out. Over here, deselect that second one. Do not unhighlight the second one. So all you have is the table of values. You can see if it's supposed to be solid or dotted and when it's shaded above or below. Questions? You're going to practice that today. Okay, let me stop this recording because I want to talk about the real world setting, but I know y'all don't like long videos. So let me pause this one and come back for round 2.